Hi Stampers, this is Dawn and today we are going to make an adorable pop-up candy box, and the pop-up is on the inside of the box. Let me show you. You're going to pull your little knob here or your piece of ribbon for the handle. Pop up your bats. So spooky, so cute. Isn't that adorable? And this box does hold the full-size Ghirardelli chocolates. I believe it would hold 2 since I'm doubling up on the mini Ghirardelli chocolates. And there's 4 of those inside of this cute little box. And then what else I loved about this box that was inspired from my glitter queen Cheryl Brownhill. She showed us the other day on how to make this cute little pop-up box. So her size is just perfect for any Halloween treats that you want to put inside. But then I also love the way she decorated the back. So this is just my twist on her little pop-up candy box. So then you just fold down the window sheet for the inside and then you just slide it shut. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So here are the pieces. We're going to use the basic gray for my box today. You're going to need a piece cut at 5 1/4 by 6, and then another piece cut at 3 1/8 by 6 1/2. And then these are all the layers. So I have a piece of the black glitter paper and then a piece of Whisper White for the back, and these are both cut at 2 by 2 7/8. And then for the inside of my box, I don't know if, I guess you couldn't have seen that with the candy in there, but the candy, once they remove the candy, which is the Magic in This Night, I believe it is. This is the Halloween paper that's in the holiday catalog right now. Okay, so if you want to put that piece inside, I think I cut mine at 2 by 2 3/4. Yeah, and then I also cut out a basic gray scallop circle, and that was from the little treat box dies. Okay, that little scallop is in there. So I went ahead and did that previously as well. And then I cut out a bunch of bats. And that's from the Halloween Magic dies. I used this little medium-sized bat here with this large one. And then I also cut out, I think I cut out a couple times with the 3 of this one. So there's 3 little bats, and I ran that through 2 times with black glitter paper as well. Oh, and then before we grab our trimmer, you're going to need a piece of window sheet, and I cut mine about 1/2 inch wide. And then we'll be adjusting the size depending on how many bats you want to put on or whatever you want to put on your little pop-up part. Okay, so I cut mine again at 1/2 inch wide. All right, so now let's go ahead and grab our paper trimmer. Okay, so we're going to be scoring both of these pieces. We're going to score the box part first, and we're going to score all 4 sides at 3/4, and then also score it at 1 1/2 on all 4 sides. So 3/4 and 1 1/2, and then do it to all the other sides. Okay, so this is what it should look like. And then we're going to take our wrap part of our pop-up box. This is the 3 1/8 by 6 1/2. And we're going to score this at 1 5/8, 2 3/8, 4 5/8, and 5 3/8. Okay, so this is going to make your wrap of your cute little box, just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move our trimmer. We're going to grab our box template, and I made a little template for me to know where to cut all my little squares here. So hopefully you can see the X's on this template. You're going to cut your 2 outside squares and then 1 square here, and then you're going to cut to make your little tab. And you're going to do that to all 4 corners. Okay, so you have your tab here. And we're going to do the exact same thing over here. Move these 2 squares. Cut this score line. And then you're going to remove this tab there. Okay, so you have your long side here with your 2 tabs and then your 1 overhang right there. Then we're going to flip it over and do the other side the exact same way. So then on my finished box, when I did mine, I went ahead on the shorter ends here and on these sides here, I went ahead and just mitered the edge, just a little smidge. Okay, so now we're going to grab our adhesive, and I'm just going to use the Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to put the adhesive on these 4 tabs right here, okay? Okay, so we're going to build our box. You can also go ahead and fold all your score lines. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and build our box. So before we close up our sides, which are right over here, let me bend those out so you can see what I'm talking about here. So before we close up our box, where these are going to fold inside the box, we're going to go ahead and punch out a little tiny hole here to make our pull for our little box, our drawer right there. Okay, so we're going to use the take your pick tool. This is a big enough punch where you're just going to punch that through, and I'm just going to kind of find the center, just eyeballing it. And I'm just going to run that through there. And then I'm just going to twist it around to make it even bigger. So you get a good sized hole there. And then we're going to take our glittered ribbon, our black organdy glittered ribbon, and I'm going to cut a piece off of that. And I'm going to fold this in half. And then I'm going to snip this to make it a point. And then I'm going to kind of twist this, and I'm going to feed that through that little hole there. And the loop side should be on the outside of my drawer. So like that. So then on the inside, you're going to have your ribbon. I'm just going to use a piece of tear and tape to secure that down on that inside part. So let me grab that. We're just going to go ahead and tear a piece off here. And if you can separate your ribbon so it's not so bulky. Let me see if I can do that here. Let me pull it in a little bit more and then separate the ribbon to somewhat lay flat on the inside of your box if you can. There we go. Got it. So I'm just laying it flat, and then I'm just going to put some tear and tape over top of that, inside over top of that ribbon, just to secure that down a little bit extra, because when you fold your flap down, that's actually going to secure your ribbon in place too. But before I seal this edge down, I'm going to go ahead and put tear and tape on all 4 sides. So let me go ahead and do that. Just we're going to press that down really good. Okay, so we're going to take your pick tool, and we're going to peel off the backings, and then we're going to fold this on the inside just like this. Okay, we're going to do all the sides the exact same way. Okay, so there's our cute little box with our little door pull right there. So cute. Okay, so next we're going to put in our window sheet. And let me grab my trimmer. I got to score this. And we're going to score this at a 1/2 inch, just on one end. And I'm going to keep going over that a few times just because the window sheet is a little thick. So then you just want to be able to bend that a little bit easier. So if you score it with your paper trimmer scoring blade, it kind of breaks it down a little bit so you can actually bend that. Can you see that? The way it's bent? Because on the end with the door pull there, so you're going to put that right there at that end with that score line at the bottom. And I'm just going to put the Stampin' Seal onto that. Just need a little tiny bit. Okay. So we're going to take the bent end or the scored end at that 1/2 inch, and we're going to put that right up against that pull on that door on the inside. Just going to put that right up against there and adhere it down to the inside. Okay, so then we're going to take our designer paper. Remember, this is the 2 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to add that with the liquid glue. And this should just be able to sit inside of our box. But yet the glue will secure that window sheet as well once it's dried really good. Okay, so we're just going to set that in there. Okay, then we're going to take our covering, and I'm just going to wrap it around to the back. And I think I'm going to wrap this piece here around to the smaller side. So we're going to take our tear and tape again. And I'm just going to run a piece right down this edge here. Then we're going to seal that down with that tear and tape back there, just like that. Now this window sheet will be on the inside of our box. So now we're going to go ahead and stamp our greetings. We're going to use the Memento ink. And these are the greetings I'm going to use from the Ghoulish Goodies. And the front is going to say Ghoulish Goodies. And then on the back, I'm going to stamp the good to the last bite. And then we're also going to decorate it with some bats. So I have my bats right here onto my extra Whisper White piece. And I've already got most of the glue dots on, so I don't want to flip them over. So I just need the Whisper White piece. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp the Ghoulish Goodies. And then we're going to stamp the good to the last bite on the Whisper White piece that's going to go on the back of our box. Okay. Then the 1.5 inch circle, I'm going to punch out the Ghoulish Goodies. And we're going to attach this with the Stampin' Seal. We're going to put that on that basic gray scallop circle. Fits perfectly on that. I'm going to put some dimensionals on that. And then these two, the black glitter paper is going to go on the front. And then the greeting, this one is going to go on the back. So let me go ahead and put some adhesive on both of these. Okay, and then it's just a matter of decorating our little window sheet here. So I went ahead and already put our glue dots on them. I think I still have one more to put on, so let me go ahead and do that. And all I did was I took a glue dot and then I just kind of rolled it between my fingers a little. This one right here. And just stick that glue dot onto the bat. Then I can stick this onto the front with that greeting and put that on the front as well. Just want to make sure that's sticked on there really good. And then on the back side, we're going to stick some more bats. Okay, so we got the bat covered. And then on our window sheet, we're going to also put our bats. You got to make sure that the glue dot is on the window sheet. I'm going to actually put 3 of the bats on my window sheet, and then I'm going to go ahead and take my scissors and I'm going to cut the remaining part of the window sheet off because you don't need it that long. And then see how this folds in to the box, and then we're going to take our covering. Okay, so you're just going to push down your bats so they get closed up into the little treat box, and then whoever opens it up will be bounced out to their face. And then one more thing I did do is I added a glittered bow. So let me go ahead and tie a bow really quick. And then we're going to put this on with the glue dot at the very top. So I'm going to grab a glue dot. I'm actually going to put 2 on there. Okay. Then take our bow and stick that onto the front. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I love it. So fun. It's like an interactive box. It's like an interactive card, but we have an interactive box. So not only is it adorable for the candy, but when they open it, it pops up for the bats, and then there's candy inside. And then also a little greeting on the back. And you can also sign it if you wanted to instead of a greeting, but oh my gosh. I love this candy pop-up box. It's so cute. All right, so if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll have all the items listed down below. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.